time for an On the Beach quick fix with Pants, Kathy, and Monica.
I get a text from my awesome friend, Chef Brian Duffy. For those of you weirdos who don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is, but apparently this guy's a really big deal.
He's awesome.
All right.
He used to work, he used to be on the show on Spike Bar Rescue. He was the chef. Anytime they were going to rescue a bar, he would be the chef.
He was always a chef. It wasn't just one episode. He was like,
he was a lot of them.
The dickhead guy. I don't know what his name is.
John Taffer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and then they bring in Brian Duffy.
They bring in a bartender and a
episode.
chef to clean up the kitchen and the bar to get it in shape.
This guy's a big deal. That show is huge.
He's a huge deal. It's a big, and he was on some of the most memorable ones, like the ones where if you just said flip the burger. First time I ever met him, I was such a fangirl. I'm like, flip the burger. He's like, yeah, and I'm thinking, I can't help it.
Yeah.
It's Chef Brian Duffy.
But you guys met on Twitter.
Actually, what happened was when I worked at WQYK with Steve Austin, Chef Brian Duffy came out with a little hamburger press thingy.
Okay.
And so I was like, I emailed his assistants or whatever. I'm like, let's get him on and let's do an interview. And Steve Austin was a huge fan of his. He's like, yeah, let's do it. So he came on the air with me and Steve via phoner. He followed me on Twitter, and we kept in touch on Twitter. And Wednesday night, he randomly texted me. He said, hey, what about a bar crawl or something? I don't even remember what he said.
He's in town doing research because he's opening a new place down here.
Ooh.
But he didn't tell me any of that.
Yeah.
He's like, and I'm like, okay, well, when do you want to do that? He's like, now. I'm in Ybor or whatever. I'm like, what?
Like, get your ass down here right now.
Yeah.
Well, the coolest part was then I'm like, yeah, that was cool enough. And then I texted Kathy and I'm like, do you want to go with Chef Brian Duffy to Ybor? And she's like, what? Yeah, let's go.
It was like a bar crawl that I went on when I was 21 years old. I mean, I think we hit up like 7 or 8 different places in Ybor, which was so much fun.
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday
night, just randomly bar hopping,
doing shots. I mean,
drinks.
just so much fun. But he's so popular, though. You can't go anywhere without people being like, "Hey, take a picture," or "Hey, wanting to talk to him." And he's so polite and just takes selfies with everybody and just
a really good time and stuff like that happened everywhere. Everybody wanted to meet Chef Brian.
Fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Fun random night out.
Text a dude. Hello.
Well, you didn't even know who he was.
Still, sounds like free booze.
Would you come all the way to friggin'? It was free booze.
Yeah.
You want to come all the way to Ybor?
Yeah, I would. Now I definitely would because
now you would. Now
that you
next
know.
time he comes in,
Next
we'll invite you out.
Yeah, if you would ask me on Wednesday, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'm like, all right, Ybor,
We'll invite you next time. He's a lot of fun.
He always tells Monica the first thing he comes in town. He's like, "What's up?
Yeah.
Where's the party at?"
Monica's
the party.
Is the party.
And apparently I've delivered, and we had fun. And Kathy always comes along, and I did. I'm like, I'm bringing Roller Girl. Did he know you as Roller Girl? Because I texted him, I'm bringing Roller Girl.
Yeah, I actually, because I had his number too, and I said, "Hey, it's Roller Girl, Kathy. I'm going to meet you guys. Let me know where you guys are at." And he's like, "Hey, I know who you are." And I was like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah,
and then I was like, "Yeah, social media can do that to a person." Yeah.
Follow Pants, Kathy, and Monica on Twitter at On The Beach Show, and subscribe to the show on iTunes.